Nestled within the hills of Wythe County, Virginia, is Major Graham Mansion. Claims of spirit sightings and paranormal activity have orbited the mansion for decades, and countless investigators have passed through these doors in an attempt to either confirm or dispel these assertions. Tonight, I'll do the same.
All right, guys, it is nighttime. Night has fallen upon us, and the creep factor has gone up. And we've already had some feelings out here. Can't really explain what they are at the moment, but we're about to head inside and see what we can find. We got a bunch of tools with us. We actually have somebody here who has investigated before. Ken, if you'd like to come out here and... All right, guys, I'm here with Ken Kessner. He's a paranormal investigator who has investigated Major Graham Mansion many times and also many other places as well. So his experience is superb. Ken, can you tell us a little bit about the inside of the house, where we should concentrate?
Um, there's different energies in different spots inside the house. Some of the spirits seem to concentrate on one area while other ones hang out in other areas.
Okay. Now, Clara, tell me about her, because I have a daughter. She's 8 years old, and I heard of a ghost named Clara who was she 7?
Yeah, 7, 8, I think around the same age.
So do you think that would be some good energy? Me having my experience with my daughter, do you think she would communicate with me?
Quite possibly. She might see you as a father type figure.
Have you had experience in that room?
Yes, we have. There's marbles that have rolled around on their own. She seems to like certain people, and other people she'll shy away from at all. Spirits have a tendency to feel you out, like you.
All right, so I think we're gonna have some great experiences tonight. Do you think we should head on in, see if we can find some
Let's
activity?
go on in, see what we can find.
All right, let's go. All right, guys, we are in what's called the summer kitchen. It's also the slave quarters of Major Graham Mansion. It is detached from the main building, but there's been a lot of paranormal activity located here by other investigators in the past. So while we're inside, focusing on Clara's room, we're going to leave an infrared camera in here running to see if we can capture anything. So we'll review that upon the completion of our investigation, see what we find.
So this here would be Squire David's office.
So Squire David actually, this is where he would be.
This is where he hung out. You can see it was all business.
Look it up. Keep the ghosts in. Right. Keep the birds out. All right, guys, we're about to head into Clara's room. This is where a lot of activity is said to have occurred in the past, and hopefully tonight it will as well. Clara is a 7-year-old girl who was unofficially adopted by 2 of the daughters that lived here when they were 16 years old. And Clara died in this room when she was about 7 years old. Unfortunately, it was winter at the time, and the girls wrapped her up in a blanket and hid her in the closet before they could take her out and bury her. So we'll see what kind of luck we have in here. Hello, Clara. You don't need to worry about who we are. We're very friendly. We're just here to see if you want to talk to us or play with us. I see you have some toys here. I heard that you like to play with these balls and roll them around. And I also heard that you like stories. Where are those storybooks? All right, we are in, where are we right now? We're going into Martha's room, right? Did you see this ball? Did you kick it?
No.
It come flying from that way.
Wow. Because, I mean, it's not just going to roll and come up over this. 2 things. All right, we are heading into Martha's room. Now, Martha, some would say she was sad, as it's speculated. Now, we're not sure the whole story, but there are some etchings on the window here that has her name. Now, her name was Martha Bell Pierce Graham. Now, I don't know how well you can see that, but it says M. Belle Pierce, but no Graham. And it was dated on February 24th, 1864. She actually died in November of 1865. So it wasn't that long before she passed that she engraved this window. What we're guessing with probably a diamond ring, and there's a bunch of initials here too that are said to be the initials of her daughter. Now these engravings on the window with your name, N. Belle Pierce. Did you do that? Why did you do that? On February 24th, 1864. And why didn't you put the name Graham? Martha Belle Pierce Graham, wasn't that your name?
She's gone. She wasn't. It was huge. I mean, goosebumps huge.
All right, we are about to enter the bride's room. Now, the bride and Ken have had some history. Yeah, tell us a little bit about it.
The very first time I came into this house, I knew absolutely nothing about it. I'm walking around, the lights are still on before we start the investigation. I get up outside this doorway, I just feel that energy on me. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something. So I go downstairs and start asking the people that have been here before about it, and they're like, well, tell me what you felt. And I'm like, well, I felt this kind of presence, kind of sad. Something's definitely wrong. Like, she's definitely looking for something. And then that's when they start telling me the story about the bride that they think lost her fiance in the war. And that's what the theory is that she is constantly looking for him.
Hmm.
And I've had lots of great interactions in this room before.
Well, bride, I hate to just call you bride, but I put this little machine down here, and this is called a voice recorder. Now, if you're talking to us, we may not be able to hear you, but this machine may very well pick up your voice. So if you want to say anything to us, can you tell us what your name is? Did your fiance or husband die during the Civil War? Claire, we heard a noise. Was that you?
No, I got 3/4 battery. That should have never turned off.
That's what I heard. I heard your shutter close.
The only way to cut it off is to actually engage the button. But no,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
there is no way that happened.
What the hell?
Clara, did you play with my camera? You can see that it's got 3/4 of a battery.
Yeah.
There's no reason that should have cut off at all.
That's crazy.
Now that's creepy. That's creepy. Claire, I don't care that you messed with my camera, but did you cut it off, sweetie?
Is your card full?
Wow, was that you shutting off the camera again?
I can take 1,392 more pictures.
Alright guys, this is the Confederate room. This is at the very top of the mansion. And the claim is that they used this room during the Civil War by Confederate soldiers to hold secret meetings, to plan strategies, I guess, for battles in the war. It's very tight quarters up here, and actually there's some writing on the wall, or the roof, I guess you'd say. It's covered by plexiglass right now just to preserve it, but this says Katie, it looks like Katie Friel Graham. Do you know her name, Ken?
Yeah, she was.
I
think she might have been one of the nieces.
Katie Friel.
I'm not for sure though.
It's dated April 28th, 1898. And what does that say? I can't make that out. Oh, something Forge. Graham's Forge.
Oh, yep.
So, Katie Field Graham, April 28th, 1898, Graham's Forge. All right, guys, we're in Reed Fulton's room. This is in between Clara's room and Martha's room. Reed Fulton actually owned this property in the mid-1980s. He was an eccentric lawyer who lived here, actually. From what I hear, he had a huge collection of books when he lived in this building, and he had books piled from the floor basically to the ceiling. Those books now. Dude, what was that?
There's no. Is my camera still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anybody?
There's no way. Dude, that's freaky, man.
No, that is scary.
There's no way.
Who did it? Squire.
Did you slam that door?
Dude, and I got that on tape. I got that on tape, bro.
Alright, let's try to figure this out. Windows open. Any windows open?
No windows are open.
There's a door
So
here.
there's no drafts.
That's just storage. Are these chimneys sealed off?
We'd have felt that though, man.
Where was it? Was it all the way open?
Yeah.
Alright, that door's slammed. We have to pry it open.
Dude, it doesn't even shut. How did it shut?
That takes force. Is there a doorknob to where you could pull it shut?
That's not going on.
There's no doorknob on it.
There's no way. Look at that. If you wanted us to leave, Squire, that may have done it. That may have done it. Nah, there ain't no way.
Hey, we got it on tape, man.
No way.
Has the door ever slammed on you before, Ken?
Nah.